Namaste. Welcome to AnkiNish Creations. I hope you all are doing good, taking good care of yourself and your family. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing 4 different but very simple background techniques using watercolors. Because many of you don't have acrylic paints at home, so you can use your watercolors to try these painting techniques and enjoy some relaxing painting time with yourself to distract yourself from all the craziness. So let's get started with this video. I'm using an A4 size mixed media paper for this painting, and I'll divide this paper into 4 parts using washi tape, sticking it to another surface first to get rid of excess stickiness and so that it is easy to take off after we are done painting. Now we are all set to paint. So I am using combination of tubes and cake watercolor paints, and I am using this round brush and this flat brush to paint my paintings. So the first thing which I am going to do for all my paintings is to apply clean water to the surface so that the color blending and spreading becomes easy. For the first background, I am going to paint a sunset sky landscape, for which I will start with lighter shades on top and then moving on with darker shades towards the bottom, adding more pigments in between where I feel so and blending it nicely with the background. And this is how the first watercolor background looks like. It's so simple and easy to do with minimal colors, so do try it yourself. For the next background technique, I'm adding water first and then I'll add a very light shade of blue watercolor. After that, I'll add more water to it so that in the next step, when I'll add multiple colors, they spread nicely and create a beautiful colorful sky effect. And this is how this background looks like. It's so vibrant and colorful and so easy to do. Now for the next one, again applying water first, and then here also I'm taking a very light shade of blue and spreading it out. And after that I will add dark blue and purple and will blend that. And once I am happy with the shading, I am going to use a tissue paper to make clouds by dabbing it onto the wet paint like this. Use a clean side of tissue paper after a couple of dabs, and don't worry about the tissue paper sticking little bit onto the surface. It will come off easily after drying. So this is a very simple technique to make a cloudy sky landscape. So you can make as many clouds as you like, and this is how our third background looks like. Now for the last background, again I'm applying water first, and here I'm going to make a grassland landscape. So taking a light green watercolor paint and dabbing it onto the surface, wet surface, and then I'll take more shades of green and yellow and try to dab it and blend it to the surface to make a beautiful different shades of grassland effect. While doing this, I also thought of adding flowers to the wet paint, but that didn't went well, so I took a dry tissue paper and dab it on top of it to remove the red paint and added the dark green paint on top of it to cover it up. So don't worry if you make mistake. We always learn from our mistake while doing painting, and enjoy the process. And this is how our fourth and final background looks like. Now I'll let all these backgrounds dry completely before we add the final element to our painting and complete our painting. So here I'm adding a bird silhouette to this watercolor background, and for that I'm using black watercolor paint. You can also use black acrylic paint if you want more opacity in your silhouette, but I just went on with the watercolor because I just wanted to use one medium for this painting. This looks so cute. Now moving on to the colorful background. Here I will be adding a mountain with some dry grass, again with black watercolor paint to add some silhouette effect. Once I'm done with this colorful background one, I'll move on with this sunset landscape painting, and I'll be adding some palm tree silhouettes to this one. Done with the palm trees as well, now it's time to add some beautiful colorful flowers to our grassland. For painting flowers, I'm taking red, orange, some blue and yellow watercolor paint, and I'm just dabbing these colors on top on a section of this grassland randomly, adding red first and then orange and some yellow and then some blue, and then I'll take a dark green watercolor paint and just add randomly vertical lines with in between these flowers to create the stick of the flowers, and then we will be done with our fourth and final watercolor painting as well. And this is how all of our 4 simple watercolor painting looks like. I really hope you are inspired to try this yourself and try some techniques with watercolor. With more trial and error, you will learn more and build up your own technique as well. So now let's remove the tape. So here the struggle starts. I didn't expected it to stick so well to the paper कि निकालने में it was ripping off the paint little bit. So I did struggle to take off this tape from this paper. I don't know what went wrong क्योंकि मैंने पहले भी tape use करी and easily निकल जाती थी. So I don't know if the water, so much use of the water has made the stick so much, or if this paper and tape combination. I tried using a hair dryer to melt the stickiness of the tape so that it comes off easily, but it didn't help very much. थोड़ा बहुत ही उससे फर्क पड़ा, ज़्यादा नहीं. So I carefully removed the tape and added some paint wherever I needed to give the touch up, and I'll have to figure out something about this. But for the paintings, it looks so nice. Let me know which one you like the most, and yeah, you can also remove the tissue paper like this after it has dried. And yeah, let me know which one you like the most. So that's it for this video. I really hope you all liked it, and try some watercolor painting techniques. कुछ भी mix and match करना, पानी add करना, paint add करना, मस्त enjoy करना अपने इस time को, बिना ये सोचे कि end result क्या होगा. जैसा भी हो, at least you are going to have an amazing time painting. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this kind of video, and बस कुछ नहीं, सब्सक्राइब कर देना अगर नहीं किया हो तो। एंड लेट्स रीच टू 50,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स as soon as possible. Bye bye. Love being creative. Bye.